Hi, my name is Ahmad Hazak Aiman bin Hassan, and people would just call me Hazak or just simply Zak. And I am the president, the one and only president of Student Representative Council, or you call Majlis Perwakilan Pelajar in College Marabat. Since I am the president, and the president is also, I think, the easiest role to explain, because pretty much people would know or have a little bit of an idea of what a president would do, right? So first of all, the main thing that we do is, the main thing of a role of a president is to oversee the whole organization. Firstly, you have to manage the coordination and communication between your teammates and all of the directors, and ensure there is no miscommunication when delivering information. And apart from that, President is also the face of Student Representative Council, and also be the face of the students. So whenever someone from outside or the management call upon a representative from a student, it will be the president most of the time, because the president is the face of the student and also the Student Representative Council. And of course, being the face of this organization, it comes with ups and downs, but I will talk about that later. Okay. And some things that I will do is to attend meetings, to manage meetings, and one of the most important meetings that I have in this college, and I will tell you, is the management meeting, which held 3 or 4 times per year, so like every 3 months, if I believe so. So in this meeting, you will present the students as their voices to think and to say to the management about the directors, the academic teachers and all, to say concerns and improvement or any suggestions to them. And it's very important for you to know all the information about the students and overall about the college. Of course, like I said before, when you became the first person that people will come to, or the management will come to, or the director will come to, it comes with a lot of ups and downs, and especially downs. First of all, I think it's the challenges can be separated into 2 ways, I can say. The first one is internal problems, and the second one is external problem, or maybe it's that one also like personal problems, right? It will come with that also. But I would like to talk about 3 internal problems first. So in an organization, it is just normal for you to have like a little bumps, miscommunication, and disagreement between members. So it's important for you. You are the above them all, and to manage them, to not take things too far, because at the end of the day, we are one. We will have meetings every day, so you have to have this kind of conversations with your teammates, and it's very important for you to not misspoke and curate your words and sentences perfectly to ensure your words does not hurt any people and you remain fair in all rounds. That's for internal problems. And for external problems, there's actually a lot. Miscommunication is, I think, the key thing when when we're discussing this matter. But it's okay. There's always a room for improvement, and it's only normal. It doesn't just happen here in College Marbadi. It happens in every organization that you could think of, miscommunication. And I think I wouldn't elaborate on that because I want you to experience it firsthand. And the third part is, I think, the personal problem. When you became the president, I think it's very important and very vital for you to manage and stabilize, find the lines, the in-betweens of your emotional behavior and your relevancy. Because it's very important for you to not make decision based on your emotions. Don't let your emotion cloud your judgment. Is what I can say. And these things, it might be easy to be said and done, but when you experience it, when you have to make quick decisions and you are pressured with your academics responsibilities, that when it will hit hard. But that's why you have to practice and communicate with others and ensure that everything will run. So for those who are brave enough to challenge themselves to go beyond the limits, please do apply for this position. Even though if you think it might be hard seeing this about this role, thinking about it, it's hard. But when you experience it, you'll just be okay. It's like, I'm okay. I'm okay, so don't you worry. So I encourage for those who have the courage to be in this position and to challenge their limits to be here and apply for this role. So I hope to see you next time, and don't worry, anyone who wants to apply for this position, I will help you through this process and until the end, until I'm not here anymore. Right. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Farha.
And what's up? My name is Daniel.
And we are the Deputy President of SRC. So, I will say that as I'm the first Deputy President of SRC, I just overseeing both of these two bureaus, which is the Research and Development, R&D, and also the Corporate Communication, CC. How about you, Daniel?
Well, under my belt, I've got students' welfare and students' growth. And you know what? Your future is at my hands. To further bring this discussion, I would say the biggest challenges in my tenure as the Deputy President of SRC is actually to deal with the higher ups. What about you, Barha?
Well, I would say like the most difficult part being the Vice President is when your President is not around in the college. Like for instance, when Hazet go to the Turkey, so all the burden and responsibility fall on me. And somehow on that time, Daniel also, isn't that right? You're going to some events. Yeah. So I would say that it's quite challenging to deal with all of the workload and tasks, but at the end, it was worth it because I learned a lot from that experience.
And also, the President, Hazet, it's not our sacred cow, okay? Because we are upholding the value of democracy a lot. So the pre-existence of check and balance is always there. So we have to provide the power as the fourth estate in this kind of system. And
I would say like, I think when you're being the Vice President, you guys might be wondering why we have two Vice President here in the college. It's because like they say it's like the check and balance system, where when Hazet want to do some decision, then he will make some meetings or discuss with us, and then we both have our opinions. And surprisingly, this year is like the first year of the SRC have two Vice President, right there.
Exactly.
And like he is a man and I'm a woman, so we both have that kind of different perspective. And also he is the social science student, right?
Yeah,
and I'm a science student, so it's quite good to have a different perspective in terms of making your decisions.
But to be honest, she is more emotionally stable than me.
I guess.
I hope so.
Okay, so if you guys have anything, I think you guys can reach to both of us if you guys might be wondering what we have gone through, or if you ever want to become one of us, then sign up for SRC.
Well, actually becoming the Deputy President, you are not just will always stand still there, because you are actually the second and third President of SRC. I'm talking about the takeover of the power in that sense.
So anything more to add, Daniel?
Nothing more.
I
Just
think
go for
so.
the Deputy President.
Yeah. So well, see you guys at the election day. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurfara Nabila and I was the secretary for the SRC 2023-2024. Okay, so for my job scope, I would say it's simply just doing the paperwork ataupun kita cakap dengan lebih mudah dia buat paperwork untuk apa-apa event or anything that you want to ask with the administration, and also doing the minute to minute. And also, secretary punya job ni dia tak banyak sebab each bureau tu dia akan ada dia own secretary or macam dia bureau tu pun boleh buat juga paperwork tu. So, you just macam me, I just like macam guide diorang and just tengok any improvement that can be made and also just collect all the paperwork. I think that's all. Okay, so for the challenges that I face, just probably kalau contohnya paperwork tu kena reject or any last minute changes that you need to make. So macam the paperwork macam akan ambil masa long time untuk kau siapkan sebab dia ambil banyak masa and also banyak benda yang kena tambah and tiba-tiba ada sudden changes yang kena buat, so it takes time. And also paperwork kena reject tu adalah biasa. And for the minute to minute, I think kalau nak cakap pasal challenges is maybe like macam how fast can you take note what the teachers or what the admins saying when the event or anything, when the meeting itself. Macam nak ambil that detail tu, and also you need macam selalu kena ingat and aware what you take note on. Macam kalau ada information that macam kita dah ambil from the minute to minute, kena sentiasa ingat and also remind others sebab kita yang ambil minute to minute tu. And for the other things, I think macam sebenarnya secretary is really easy tau. Macam tak banyak kerja sangat. And at some point, you just need to do the paperwork and you just need to aware of any information and sudden changes. And just macam kena bersabar. You need to have a lot of patience because sangat-sangat penat kalau paperwork you tu kena reject like a lot of time. And I face that. Okay. So I think if you any MPP, any students yang nak jadi secretary, I really like to help you. I really have a lot of the format that can help you. So just come meet me and just ask for help. It's not really hard. Something like that. Okay, that's all. Good luck.
Hi there, I am Aaron Emmanuel Kimlon, but you can call me Aaron, and I am the treasurer for our MPP. Okay, so the obvious aspect as a treasurer is to obviously take care of money. And in the MPP, whenever a bureau or individuals approach me for money within the MPP, I will assist them in their budget planning and so forth. However, for like the bigger programs, usually like KM Bersukan or Kemerdekaan events, I'm still involved. However, I don't use the MPP money, rather I ask from the ASK, which is a bunch of paperwork you have to ask from the admins to get pelepasan. Because it usually requires a large sum of money. So I can't keep that money. I have to ask that money from someone else. So yeah. And also as a treasurer, obviously I keep the money in my bank account. And the way I keep track of this is by having 3 bank accounts actually. So I keep my money in a BSN account. And this is an advice for everyone. Do not keep your money in BSN because it's like probably the hardest bank account for you to withdraw your money. So it's better advice you use something like CIMB or Maybank to make your life way easier. Also, as a treasurer, it's very important that you keep track of your money. And how I actually do this is through a logbook. You can't really see it on screen, but this is very important. So you know where your money is going, and because you're going to be responsible for the money, so you have to know where it's going. Yeah. So, yeah, that's about it.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Jasmine, or people call me Izzy, and I'm one of the students' growth director, and I'm the president of sports and culture. So, part of my job scope is definitely to prepare, organize and conduct any sports and cultural events here in KMB. Every year, or I would say every semester, we would have KM Besukan, in which we conduct several sports competitions for all KMB students, and it's done every semester. So during my time, I've managed to conduct 2 KM Besukan during our semester 2 and also most recently semester 3. Moreover, part of my job scope is definitely to get everyone ready for Kasuma, in which I receive or I invite any college, any organizations out there for friendlies. And part of my job scope is definitely to handle everything that goes on in sports center and the gym. So if there are any maintenance issues, any complaints, it's all directed to me, and I am supposedly have to direct it to Sufizi. So my advisor is Sufizi and also Teacher Mawarza. I'd say one of the challenges that I faced while being the president of sports and culture is definitely to satisfy everyone's needs. As we know, the sports community, they use sports as a coping mechanism. So it's as a getaway from the studying lifestyle. So it's quite sensitive for some people. So having to satisfy everyone's needs and making sure that everyone's happy, being able to do any sports activities. So it's not always so easy. And moreover, being the middle person for the administration and also the students, it's not quite easy because we as an IB student, our priority is definitely to study. So there are instances where the administrations are not very keen on conducting any vigorous, any physical sports that can cause injuries. So yes, a little encouragement for those who are trying out for my position. Just go for it. It's not all stressful. In fact, it's quite fun. I'd say it's more fun than stressful because you're doing what you love. Like part of the sports community, we love sports. We would do anything to help out everyone to release their stress through sports. So just go for it. And for any girls that wants to try out for this position, it's you're capable of it. This position is not restricted to any gender, so just go for it.
Hi friends, I'm Academics again. My name is Aisha Juhaidi and people know me as AJ from S and J Academics. Yeah. What was the first question? Plays a lot with TPHEA, iaitu Timbalan Pengarap Hal Ehwal Academic. Yes, thank you so much, Roberto. And then I also engage a lot with counselors and also with the students. But my job scope is mainly about academics, but not really. I mean, as academics, we do have a lot. We do have job scope yang macam we want to ensure that a lot of people get resources. So one of the job scope that I have is to make sure that everyone get their resources in terms of IB, because IB, one thing about it is that resources sangat susah untuk dapatkan, especially because the websites semua kena bayar, and then macam you know, the some of the bahan tu macam tak free to people. And IB resources on Telegram is an effort to ensure that everybody get a general website so that they can obtain the bahan yang diorang perlukan. And that's one, which is IB resources. Keep on updating IB resources. And the second, anything that is related towards academic events such as honor roll ataupun academic day ataupun anything that regarding to final semester or examination, then the teachers would come through me to go for any information. So for example, taklimat, semester exam. So everything that the teacher deliver, I have to deliver to the students, in the sense yang macam I have to go for announcements and as well as tell people what are the things that they need to know, especially during academic season. And then well, you can say that academic, dia macam tak adalah banyak sangat kerja macam the way how TM has or BERKAT has. It's not like a daily kind of thing, but it's a seasonal kind of thing. So on a daily basis, my job tak adalah macam draining sangat. But once the season comes, it's just work for me. And I think the job scope is doable if you want to apply for it. Like, why not? But it can get really detrimenting in the sense yang kalau you first time, you might not know how to handle certain situations. And that what actually happened to me, because I was never a BWP, I was never a student representative in my old school. So I never really knew what a leader or how a leader should act like. So being an MPP, especially academics, not having any experience on the first hand, it really taught me on how to cater to certain things, and it made me grow in a lot of ways. So yeah. Some of the challenges that I had to go through as an MPP academic, there's a lot of things that I had to go through, because it was not only just a team kind of journey, but rather it was also a personal journey, in the sense that I grew along with it. So as a team, the challenge that I had was that sometimes there are a lot of miscommunications. Like once one person says this, another person says that, and then it becomes a whole friction when I wanted to do the job. And safe to say, every event that I handle, there must be a lot of things that I have to improve on. And even though as a perfectionist, so-called, that really affected me in the sense yang I want to get it perfect, but like it's just not doable. So what I learned from the challenges of trying to make everything perfect is just like, first, being perfect is impossible, and trying your best to make the event happen is already a great effort. And I learned that the hard way. And second challenge that I got was that not only just miscommunication, but also in terms of internal feelings towards my responsibility towards MPP, because being an MPP means that you have to juggle both IB work and also MPP work. So there are times where sometimes I kind of want to prioritize my IB rather than my MPP life. However, the internal challenge, even though it's really draining, but as an MPP, I realized that I had a responsibility towards my people, which is the students here or the teachers here. So regardless, the challenge was somehow overcome when I realized that the responsibility is actually made for me, because people chose me to become your representative, student representative. And I can't deny that along the way I did a lot of mistakes and I did a lot of things that might not be pleasant to people. But regardless, it was something that I myself grow with it, and I myself had to learn and somehow improve on it. So the challenges can be scars for a lot of people, can scar you in a lot of ways. But if you are on a personal journey in IB, I think academic would be not the most suitable, but the most doable, in the sense that you don't really have a lot of things to cater, but at the same time you're like killing two birds with one stone. You get to have your personal journey, and also you get to know how MPP or how a leader should be like. And so, yeah, if you're thinking about MPP, academics should be in your list. So yeah.
Hello, my name is Alicia Sofia binti Muhammad Adam, or you can call me Faye. I am one of the directors of Research and Development. So, what do I do as a director of Research and Development? You may think research and development, what do you even do in college? But originally, our name was entrepreneurship. So that's what we deal with mainly. And also like self-improvement programs. This year, one of our MPPs, my partner in research and development, his manifesto was 0 to Hero. So it's like self-improvement. So we incorporated that into our self-improvement program, the TOK. So mainly, so we deal with entrepreneurship, for example, the incubator, and we work with PSN, which is, you guys can figure that out, yeah. And yeah, so that's basically our job scope. And also, if for example we have like one of those entrepreneurship like self-improvement programs. Yeah, and also just like a side note, this isn't really part of our job scope, sangat, but it's like, for example, event planning. So this is like individually, but yeah, so we help out each other. So the challenges for research and development, I wouldn't say there's much, but maybe paperwork, because like with any other event that you have to do paperwork, it can get rejected a few times and you have to like rework it, you have to find out the budget, get LOs, for example, if you're doing like a bigger program. You have to meet with admins, and the admins are kind of busy sometimes, so you have to find a time to slot in. But other than that, I would say R&D, you don't have any challenges, you know? You're just vibing all the time. So try it out, you know, like come for R&D. You're here for the vibes. You get to know a little bit more about entrepreneurship, and it's fun. And honestly, you don't have that much work. Don't tell that to my other director. He does all the work. I'm kidding. I'm very functional. Okay, so that's all. Bye bye.
My name is Ashwa Afif, and I'm the Director of Corporate Communication, Multimedia Division.
Hello and hi there, I am Smith. I am the Director of Corporate Communication and specialize in the Protocol Committee.
So yeah, basically our job, like my job specifically, is to handle the multimedia aspect of communication in KMB. So that includes like promoting the events, the PA system, and ensuring that the communication in KMB is accessible to everyone. So
my job is very simple. I am managing the floor manager during the assembly. So basically, I will prepare for the MC text and prepare the minute to minute of the assembly so that the flow of the assembly went well.
So yeah, what are our challenges? So basically, I think like, especially my challenges is because the PA system during the events is actually like very separated from everyone else. So it's actually hard to contact if anything goes wrong, and I need to focus on like 5 stuff: the laptop, the mic, the event, and Smith. I need to focus on Smith all the time actually. So yeah, it's quite hard to like organize everything, and it's quite hard to like be aligned with the people on the floor. But I think we make it work, right?
Yeah. One of the challenges that I face is the last minute changes into the details of the program. So I need to stay engaged with the teachers in charge in order to make sure that the minute to minute or moment to moment is aligned with the program.
Yeah, I mean like it's fun. Like it is stressful, but it's very rewarding, to be honest. So if you like to be very active in doing something, why not join us, right, Smith?
Yes, if you think that you are capable of managing your time wisely, and if you are a perfectionist person, then I think you should sign up for the committee bureau.
Hello, I'm Ilman Fadli. I'm the Director of Student Welfare. So today I'm representing Bureau of Student Welfare of Student Representative Council. I am responsible for students' well-being, where there are aspects like managing transportation for them during the holiday, during long-term holiday, or like helping students like these college procedures, like how to buat program bermalam khas, macam nak outing khas, or also I'm also a part of how Dewan Selera works, meaning that I make sure that the quality in DS is maintained, is well-being, is good for students. Macam tak ada kotor, macam tak ada serangga. Like I receive reports from them. We receive reports from them. Also under welfare we have the batch committee. Batch committee is under students welfare. The block committee also under students welfare. So actually students welfare, I think as a whole, is quite broad. But don't worry, the responsibility are not that big. Even though those committees under you, but you're not entirely responsible for their work. During my MPP period, I think one of the challenges that I have faced is there are a lot of unexpected issues emerge, especially regarding about the students, because I'm student welfare. Sometimes it happened during the academic period, meaning during classes. I receive report about tiba-tiba projector jatuh, ataupun aircon tak buka lagi, ataupun macam DS ada jumpa serangga, for instances. I'm like, although these are macam very small issue, tapi I think another challenges being a student welfare is all these minor issues usually come at once in a day. And unlike other position in MPP, as a student welfare, you have to be prepared that your work is actually you're doing your work every single day, because every single day students are here in college, and you have to make sure like they are not facing any problems, any issues regarding the college welfare. Plus, in addition to the unexpected emergency, there are some big problems that arise unexpectedly. Like there's this one time there was food poisoning happened at DS, and suddenly everyone had to go back to their their respective home. It was very quick. It was very like fast paced. You have to keep up with everything all at once. So you really need a strong mentality to make sure everything is going smoothly. So I think those are the challenges that I face as student welfare. Don't let what I said just now discourage you, although it looks challenging. But you get that warm feeling when you successfully help students, and if you think that you crave for that feeling, then perhaps this job is for you. Then go for students welfare. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad bin Khairul Arifin. I hold the position of Director of Insaniah Development, quite a mouthful, but we usually just call it BERKAT for my role. And so, so job scopes. So, interesting question. I think for my job scopes, there are mainly two aspects. First of all is the routine stuff. We mainly just manage what the imams and bilals will be during our daily prayers, and we also do al-Ma'surat reading during Ma'surat recitation, during the morning and the evening. So afterwards, what we do is also activity or like event management for religious events. The three major ones are Amal Islami, Road to Ramadan, and Minggu Penghayatan Islam. You'll know those when you actually join them nanti. And lastly, I think what we mainly do overall is just try to instill this sense of importance towards religion in an enjoyable way, and also constantly try to remind the students about religious obligations, because sometimes we tend to forget about them when we're in such a hectic lifestyle. Part of the reason why Allah says tawakkal a lot in Al-Quran, because that's one of the main things we tend to forget. So the repetition of tawakkal in the Quran signifies a constant reminder for us to tawakkal in that case. So personally, some of the challenges that I faced during my time as BERKAT is mainly micromanagement and delegation. So for micromanagement, since BERKAT in itself is a separate organization from the MPPs, you'll have to kind of make sure you're in the know in both sides. So there's a lot of things you need to take note of. And secondly is delegation, something that was pressed by the previous BERKAT as well. Shoutouts to Razik. And so with delegation, you need to know when you can send off someone to do the task instead of doing it on your own, because delegation is important. InsyaAllah, joinlah BERKAT. Semoga kamu pun diberkati. Amin.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Tarbiyatul, and I am the Director 2 of Insaniah Development, Tarbiyatul Muslimah President. So I'm going to tell you about my job scope specifically. So if you are interested in applying for the Director 2 of Insania Development, I would say yang my job scope centered around students, and also it is a daily thing. Unlike other positions that you rasa macam ada events baru buat, but TM is daily things. You will never stop being a TM. Faham ke? So TM punya work centered around usrah and also ceramah weekly, but also we're some kind of trying to macam fikir the initiatives for the students juga. Macam contohnya, we have to think tajuk apa yang sesuai minggu ni, apa setting student, tengah minggu exam ke, ataupun a lot of people seem depressed. So we need to find macam tajuk yang tepat, speaker yang tepat for actually for the ceramah. Sebab ceramah ni wajib. All students akan turun insyaAllah. So kita nak bagi ceramah yang best-best lah kan, untuk orang macam yang dengar tu actually gain something. Macam tu lah. And also for TM, as you might hear it, we are independent organisation from MPPs. Cuma me as president would report everything in the MPP. That's why I am the Director 2 of Insania Development in the MPPs. So kita akan involve more outside of the MPP. Kita akan banyak lagi meeting dengan TM rather than MPPs. And kebanyakan kerja MPP pun akan kind of excludekan TM BERKAT sebab TM BERKAT busy. Contohnya kan. Tapi being busy in TM is something yang I really treasure a lot. Macam some people might say they struggle to balance IB and also MPP. But for me, being an MPP is you know exactly what you want to prioritize at that time. Macam I can't really say most of the time I'm going to prioritize IB. Both of it is our responsibility. And being in it, the most essential thing is you know macam you want to prioritize apa at this time. Okay, maybe this time you ada kerja, but at the same time usrah dah dekat, so kita akan usrah dulu, faham ke? We don't always put IB macam the center of our life, because we exactly know that ini also responsibility kan. Being an MPP also give me a lot about macam pekerjaan yang this is not solely your curriculum. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna help a lot of people by this position. So you want to do it betul-betul, faham ke? Macam itulah. So if you are someone yang very committed, I would say you are commit. Being at TM doesn't need you kena jadi hafizah ke apa ke. I'm not a hafizah myself. I come from science school, not macam from sekolah agama ke apa ke, tak pun. So being at TM ni is someone yang very committed je, someone yang wanted to make change, someone yang macam willing for untuk change juga, because I changed a lot being at TM. Being at TM taught me a lot to be a better Muslims, and it's just how so crazy that I never thought I would be like the Tarbiyatul Shifa I am now, and alhamdulillah for that. Yeah, so if you're someone yang committed, someone yang sangat nak belajar pasal ad-din, because you're gonna taught people this, you're going to like macam teach people this, so you need to know it first hand first. Okay, so if you are someone yang very committed and also someone that wanted to change and make changes, I would assure you to apply for TM. Of course, you have to be a girl lah, kan, and a Muslim. So apply TM. You don't need to macam be very cautious about your background. If you have background macam Hafizah, someone yang memang dah pernah join usrah, or memang datang dari sekolah agama, that would be great. But if you are also macam someone yang none of that, don't be scared, because I did not come from that background pun. I am a science student coming from science school, tak hafizah pun, juzuk amma je. Tapi still, it's not quite hard pun doing TM works as someone who did not come from such background. Macam tu lah. Lepas tu, being a TM also makes you someone yang you are a leader of an organisation. So you kena ada mindset to be a leader. You know, someone yang macam you do not get orders, you give orders. You yang macam banyak jumpa advisors, you yang macam banyak deal with ustaz and ustazah and also penceramah luar. You're the one who's gonna explore a lot of penceramah around Banting that is eligible, yang macam free untuk bagi ceramah. So you have to macam kind of willing to networking and also lead a group, and also at the same time very cautious about that you have MPP, and also you kena update everything to MPP juga. Macam I did not say yang macam kita kena prioritize TM and also tinggalkan MPP. It's not like that. TM and MPP also play a role. Kena juga update dekat presiden, and also TM dan BERKAT, we are macam kita orang terus connected dengan presiden, so kita akan report apa-apa semua dekat presiden, and also being president in TM and also a member of MPP also banyak memudahkan. If you wanted to do any paperwork ke apa ke, you have access to MPPs, so you dah ada macam networking dengan MPP pula. Being TM is fun sebab you can lead something and also you are being led by this MPP people, macam tu lah. And also being at TM also, kan kita nak mention pasal macam ada organisations kan. So how do actually we choose? Kita select orang-orang yang dalam TM ni. So it really ups to you. And the moment you jadi TM, the moment you are being elected as TM in MPP, you gotta think macam mana you nak pilih members. Previously, orang buka Google Form, or actually conduct interviews. But for me, I selected by myself. Sebab democracy sometimes not the best policy. We want these people to yang macam really committed, because as I say and as you might macam figure out, I am someone yang very serious when doing work. I tak nak orang yang macam ambil position ni as someone yang just nak letak dalam CV or curriculum vitae ke, nak letak dalam resume ke. Macam I don't really look forward to that kind of person. I memang nak orang yang memang semangat nak buat kerja ni sama-sama, because as I said, TM is actually a daily work. Kalau you kerja dengan orang yang tak berapa nak, dia susah, dia akan melambatkan kerja. So I choose it by myself. From my circle of friends yang selalu datang usrah, yang memang I tahu join usrah yang kakak-kakak buat tu. So obviously they are committed sebab diorang join setiap hari. So from that kind of circle, I chose my TM. We have 10 members and Alhamdulillah banyak Allah mudahkan. And it's actually better in my case to choose it by myself. So if you're up for TM position, we can have a talk after you are being elected as TM. I can help you figure out anything if you tak tahu apa-apa ke, because as you might figure out, again, I am passionate about this job. So kalau dah jadi TM tu nanti, don't be scared to actually datang meet me, and we can have a kind of discussion. And because I have a lot more to say, can't fit anything, can't fit like macam everything in this video. So if you have interest ke in applying TM ke, or maybe you dah jadi TM and you are kind of confused ke, do meet me. I am always in KMB Banting sampai IB, so don't be scared, and I hope we can be sisters, insyaAllah. Bye, that's all from me. Thank you.